Thank you for joining us once again on the newsroom. I am Folashade Ogrinde. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has blamed corruption and lack of transparency among other factors for poor contract negotiations in Nigeria. The Vice President made a comment during a two-day workshop organized by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) in Abuja. Osinbajo cited that the PNID case and the Strategic Alliance contract case, where Nigeria is at risk of losing billions of dollars due to poor negotiations of the contracts. He, however, called for proper negotiation by Nigeria in the ongoing discussion on climate change, which he says should put into consideration Nigeria's peculiar economic situation and needs of the citizens. The Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) at the weekend demolished over 349 illegal structures at the Lugbe across the precinct of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. The demolition exercise was tagged 2021 Mother of Cleanups and it lasted for over 7 hours. The operation was a routine exercise on the airport road corridor in the light of the primacy of the airport as a gateway into the country's capital. The exercise was led by the Chairman, FCT Ministerial Committee on City Sanitation, Ikaro Atta, and accompanied by security personnel and fire service officials. Kano State government has approved 130 million naira for the payment of the National Examination Council (NECO) for more than 10,000 indigent students in the state who failed the recent qualifying examination. The State Commissioner for Local Government and Chief Secretary Affairs, Murtala Sulegaro, announced this shortly after a meeting with Governor Abdullahi Ganduje. Garo said the governor directed that 200 indigent students should be selected from each of the 36 rural local government areas and 400 each from the 8 metropolitan local government areas. Japan's Olympic chief has disclosed that there was no way to guarantee zero virus cases among teams arriving from the Tokyo Games. This comes as officials prepare to tighten screening procedures. According to the Japanese Olympic Committee president, thorough measures would be necessary at airports after 2 members of Ngada's team tested positive last week following their arrival in Japan. The federal government has commissioned 2 mobile control towers worth 1.7 billion naira to boost flight safety in Nigeria. Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, speaking at the commissioning in Lagos, said the towers procured by Nigerian Airspace Management Agency (NAMA) could be deployed for emergency services. The minister said the mobile control towers will be used in Lagos, Abuja and other locations that do not have conventional control towers. Sirika also said 2 mobile control towers meet all international standards. The Anti-Terror and Constitutional Affairs Bench of the Ethiopian Federal High Court on Monday sentenced the killer of the East African country's former army chief to life imprisonment. Ethiopia's late army chief, Sere Mekonnen, was killed by his bodyguard Mesfin Tugabo on June 22, 2019 as part of what Ethiopian authorities described as a coordinated effort to destabilize the government. The Ethiopian government at the time accused Amara Region Security Chief of masterminding an abortive coup to destabilize the country. The Anti-Terror and Constitutional Affairs Bench of the Ethiopian Federal High Court has sentenced the killer of Ethiopia's former army chief to life imprisonment. Now, Ethiopia's late army chief was killed by his bodyguard on June 22, 2019 as part of what Ethiopian authorities described as a coordinated effort to destabilize the government. We'll move on now to the other story in sporting scene where Simone Biles punched a ticket to the Tokyo Games on Sunday, easily winning the U.S. women's all-round title at the U.S. Olympic Gymnastics trial in St. Louis. Biles, who is likely competing domestically for the final time, won the all-round with 118.098 points to finish 2.66 ahead of Suni Lee. Lee and Biles both earned automatic nominations for the Tokyo team. So that's it in our update at this hour. Do join us at 3 for more updates. I'm Folashade Ogrinde.